YouTube faithful, what is going on? It is Flex Friday, baby, and we have MLB, NFL, and WNBA today, and I'm going to cover the trifecta. Usually these videos are going to be out way earlier, but today I've been involved in a masterclass golf tournament type thing all week long, and today was the final day. Actually, tomorrow is, but a lot of golf, a lot of sunshine, so I'm still trying to make this content. This is pretty much the final weekend before NFL really kicks off into high gear, and then NBA is right around the corner, so listen up. I apologize for the late video, but if you watched yesterday, bang, you made money, because right around here, we're doing the Lord's work. So know your role, pay the toll, hit the like button, and hit the subscribe button, because we're doing God's work all season long for all the sports. I'm telling you, yesterday was no different. Play of the day, Lamar Jackson, rush yards, bang, sweat free. I told you guys, both kickers, bang, cash them both. And then if you were in the court, you had the slip makeup, and you made money. We had a couple of heartbreaks, a couple of hooks, Pacheco's receptions, but it is what it is. So right out of the gate, first things first, I'm going to cover some WNBA. I'm going to give you some quick options. I got to get this video out in 10 minutes or less, and I still got to be there at 5:30 for my live stream. So let's rapid fire. Bang, bang. First things first, go over to DG. Well, I got it hooked on Jaden Reed, but yeah. I want to talk about WNBA first. So I guess while I'm here, you could see AJ Brown and Jaden Reed, the combo at 113. I think it's crispy. I also like him at 42.5. I got him projected for right around 45. I absolutely think Reed's going to have a big year. I love this Packers team. They're my dark horse team. I think they're going to be crispy. And I think a lot of people are overlooking them. So right here, I'm looking at DG Fantasy, and you can too. You got the 53.5s or higher. You got to get in the mix. You got Wilson and Thomas over 19.5 rebounds. You could get down on that all the way down to Chinatown. We got Tina Charles, the woman who's banned for life. Her unders are coming in juice. So if you banned her after she didn't get a point or rebound in the fourth quarter, bazang. There you go. You can hit it. You can hit it until you quit it. Or you can play the reality that maybe she bounces back for you. It's up to you, buddy. I'm just telling you what I like. And what I like personally is going to be a couple of plays. You can see there's not too much value there, but if you want to copy and paste from DG Fantasy, you can always do that. So let's slide over here to WNBA first half. Again, we're firing the cannons, the Buck style. And I always have exposure to Kelsey Mitchell, first half 11 points. As you can see, she's a wagon. She plays good in the first half. She disappears in the second half religiously. It's almost like it's her sacrament to sell in the second half. So I'll continue to ride this train one more time until I'm forced off. I got her at 10.5. She's now 11. You do act that crispy push equity, so if you want to ride that train, you can. I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. And then Aaliyah Boston, she's at 7 points. Last game she went yarn. If you want to take her points at less 7, I think that's fine. She could and should come back to reality. And then finally, you have Tina Charles at 16.5. They bumped it from 16.5 to 17. Got it in already. But if you wanted to go there for her first half fantasy, you could too. I know we banned her last time, y'all, but it is what it is. And then finally, and the captain means finally, Dejon Carrington, 12 fantasy score. You can go right back to the well. She sold everybody on September 3rd. But we got to go back to the well, baby. It's all about the well. Sometimes wagons go wagon. So you can go with those two. And then the last two, I know I said finally, but the last two is actually going to be Bonner less 8 points. And then Angel Reese less 6.5 points. This is the biggest wagon. It's going to be sweaty because she's been cashing this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Eventually, she's going to go back and go yarn. But if you want to ride it one more night, you can. And on top of that, where is it at? Her PRA? You could take her PRA less 14.5 or her fantasy score less 18.5 too, because she rarely goes. If she usually goes over, it's usually by a hook or two. That's all I got to say about WNBA. I'll have some exposure to it, not a lot. Again, we got MLB and NFL, so I'm not dealing with WNBA too much. But I'm a man of the people. Some of you like to bet WNBA. Captain Chris got your back. So let's go over to MLB and see what we got cooking. Let's go back over to DG and see what we got. My God in heaven, you guys better hit the like button on this video because I'm doing it all. You got fried chicken, over 33.5 fantasy score. God bless you. You got Edward Wannabe Cabrera, under 5.5 Ks. It's minus 140. Check the projection model and then go from there. You got Fetty Wap, over 29.5 fantasy. Sure, I don't care. Jimmy Dean Sausage Kramer, over 4.5 Ks, minus 140 on Pinnacle. Might be crispy. Or Ortiz for the Pirates, just fade it. You never want to be in the mix on him. Kevin the Gas Man, over 5Ks. I was looking at that earlier. I just didn't have the stones to pull the trigger. So what I personally am doing today for baseball, I'm keeping it real simple. Where are we at here? Where my boy at? Where is he at? Scooby-Doo! Over 6.5 pitcher strikeouts. We can't pitch a gobby. Bro, a lot of people that do what I do give out gobbies. I don't care. I don't care. Miss me. Until you have a summer up units like I have, know your role. Shut your mouth. Nobody cares if you don't like taking goblins. Personally, respectfully, least of all, the guy sitting here, Captain Crush. You understand what I'm telling you? If you don't want to take goblins, shut your mouth. Don't take it. But miss me with your nonsense and negativity. I'm not getting paid enough to listen to it. I'm not getting paid anything, as a matter of fact. So, you got Scooby-Doo and his gobby. You got Kevin Gassman. More 1.5 walks allowed. I always take his walks. I forget what I have him for in the model, but I always take it, period. It's automatic plug play for me. The pitching outs, where are we at? Where are you at, little bro? I think Cole Reagans is fine at 17.5, as much as I hate to admit it. And then Framber might be in the mix, but what I like more for Framber is this, which is his Ks at 6, but I really, really like this. Framber Valdez, more 4.5 Ks gobby is absolute crispy. If he sells, he sells, my brothers and sisters in Christ, but I'll have exposure to it. And then if you want anything else for the MLB, you're going to have to be in the live stream, which is going to be at 5:30 Central. But I'll stop the count and give you guys a hit run RBI because that's just who I am. And you know what? The Dodgers sold everybody last time. They absolutely sold everybody, and I'm going right back to it. Ohtani Demon, give it to me. Cap the pitcher, the match. Don't care. Give me Ohtani bounce back. He's going yarn. Mookie Betts sold everyone last time. Don't care. Going right back to him. 8.5 hitter fantasy, 1.5 total bases, or even his demon at 2.5. It's all in the mix. I want all the Dodgers. I want all the smoke. You can't stop me. They're going to be bringing in the late night 5 and 6 man hammers coming in to cash it. I'm telling you right now, they're going yarn. And if they sell me again, well, then I'm going to take it out on Uncle Dan. It's an inside joke. Those in the court will know what I'm talking about, all right? So that's it for MLB and WA. And now for the main event. All the smoke is cleared. We're clearing it out. We're walking down the ramp, and what do we got? Well, we got, Christian Watson. Captain Crush got Christian Watson at 38.5 receiving yards. Now he's jacked up all the way to 41.5. My goodness. So now you got to go look at the man, the myth, the legend, Reed. These guys got a young core that makes me go, rah! They're going to go yarn. I'm telling you, if not tonight, eventually these guys are going yarn. You got Reed, you got Dobbs, you got Watson, you got Musgrave, you got Kraft, and don't be alarmed, but there's another guy on the back burner named Wicks, and trust me, he's getting his this year. Tonight, I don't know if he's going yarn tonight, but eventually this season, I got him on my draft leagues, my best ball leagues, he's getting his. So it's literally, you know how we play Dodger roulette? You got to play Packer roulette because you got Romeo, you got Jaden, you got Dontavian, you got Christian, and you got Luke, and you got Tucker. And then, not to be outdone, but you got an elite quarterback, what Jalen Hurts wishes he was. Bang! Jordan Love. Am I taking his pass yards? No. You want to know what I like for Jordan Love? I like his fantasy, and they already bumped it up to 18 because PrizePicks is one step ahead of the curve, baby. They're always one step ahead of the curve. I got him at 17.5, I should say. But at 18, I think you can go right back to it. Do I love it? I don't love openers on a Friday night at all, but I will go there if I have to. I am going to have some exposure to it. The 1.5 pass TD Goblin. Oh, yeah. I need to see how this offense clicking now that they got that freight train, Josh Jacobs, in the backfield. You understand? That man goes hard. He makes Pacheco look like a schoolgirl when he gets those feet firing. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm 100% having exposure to Reed. If you want to take the Reed-Brown combo, you can. Right here at 113, I think that's fine. Another thing that I was toying around with, I don't love it too much, but I will have some exposure to it. Musgrave, where's your receptions at? 2.5? Well, they removed it. Imagine that. Imagine that, baby. They removed it. I knew they were going to remove it. It looked too crispy. It's gone. Is Kraft up there? Remember, they have these two tight ends, and both of them can grab balls. And they... Pause? Yeah, both of them grab balls. They catch... Both of them got hands, buddy. And both of them are little safety valves for Mr. Love when the pocket collapses. Hear me out now. I know ball. The pocket. The linebackers, they're coming in. Blitzing the 2 and 4 gap. Bang! The pocket. It goes down. It causes little Jordan Love to bootleg out to the right or left. And guess what? The tight end sheds the block, rolls out, bang, catch the pass. That's how it works. That's how it is done. That is what you need to learn. The offenses of all these teams, and eventually you'll be able to put it together and make a pie. You got your bread, your sauce, your cheese, your toppings. All you need is the green beans, and Old Crush is going to help you get there. So always consider those tight ends. Whenever you have a mobile quarterback like that, it's always something to consider. Heck, look at Lamar Jackson last night. He used his tight ends. So did Mahomes. He just didn't happen to use Kelsey, but he used Gray and he used the other one too. I mean, it is what it is, guys. But always be considering that stuff. Again, it's week 1, especially on a Showdown Friday night game. We're just guessing. So that's what I have to say. Reed is the priority. Now let's go back to DG right quick. Man, this video is going to be too long by the time I get to edit it. My goodness. I still got to give you guys Showdown advice. So here you go. This is what we got, boys. Come on, click it up. You can see Jacobs and Saquon Barkley over 173. I don't know how I feel about that one. I really don't know what I'm going to do there. Daniel Jones fantasy score. My goodness. That's for Sunday. We'll have a video tomorrow for Sunday. We'll talk about all that stuff. I don't really know if I like this 173. If you do like this one, then you need to fade the receivers because you want to correlate your lineups correctly. Now, just like I told you guys, the kickers were in play on last night's Showdown slate. They are again today because it's a Friday night game. That's just how it is. Now, this one has a high over-under, so you can always attack Jordan Love and Jalen Hurts. Now, that is obviously a given, okay? But for Showdown, for Draftkings purposes, you're going to want to find the hidden gems like last night. Obviously, everybody knows it was Xavier Worthy and Isaiah Likely. They won people $1 million. If you had Likely at captain, you had Likely, Worthy, Lamar Jackson, then it's like if that was your core 3, bang, bang, bang. That's what you need to do. Come up with a game script. Predict what you think is going to happen. Take a stand on your captain. Lock him in. If you're playing 20 lineups, put him in 10. Take another shot, put it at 10. 10 lineups of this, 10 lineups of this. We're talking DraftKings fantasy now, y'all. Split your exposure between 2 captains and 20 lineups. Then come up with 1 or 2 other legs that you like. Lock it in. Take a stand. If you lose, you lose. We're trying to set yourself up to give you a shot to win first place. You have 3 spots locked in among 10 lineups, 2 blocks of 10 for 20 lineups. So you can, let's just say your captain was Reed, and then let's say you took Love, and then let's just say you took Barkley or something like that. Okay, those 3 need to be in all 20 or at least 10 and 10, 2 blocks, and then you start putting in your darts. You start putting in your wicks. You start putting in the kickers. You start putting in things like that. That is how you will win Showdown. Now, for the main slate on Sunday, I'll give you guys game stacks and stuff, but for tonight, I'm focused on PrizePicks and a little bit of Showdown theory until season gets rolling, and I can give you guys some solid advice. I hope you followed what I was putting down because I kind of understand it's a little bit hard to follow, but eventually it'll click and y'all will get it, okay? Now, where is he at? The last piece of the puzzle. Saquon Barkley, okay? His receiving yards. Now, they bumped it up a little bit, but I do think his receiving yards are in play. Okay, he's going to be like a little check down target for him. He does have hands. He has ability to do this. I don't know where they are. Where's his reception yards? Did they take it off? 18 receiving. I got it at 16.5 a while ago. Now it's all the way up to 18. It's fine. I actually think his 30.5 receiving targets are also fine. That means he needs to be targeted 3.5 times. His fantasy score is now at the point where it's up there. To get this fantasy score, he's going to need to catch the ball at least 2 to 3 times and also get a touchdown or break a 60-yard touchdown run, which I don't think is in the cards tonight. Not coming from straight behind center. He may catch one for 60, which is why I'm just going to go ahead and take his receiving yards. Okay? Remember, we're pretty much just guessing, but we can make educated guesses. Now, guys, I posted lineups in the Discord. I put out projections for both games. This was yesterday's situation. This was the 5-man I gave to everyone for 10x. Now, what do you notice here? Cash, 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 cash. The one thing that sucks, Lamar Jackson, play of the day, if you watch YouTube, was over rushing yards, right? Well, Cap, why do you have that? I'll tell you why, comment guy. Because PrizePicks in their infinite wisdom bumped his rushing yards before I could get to it. So unfortunately, I pivoted to this and I ate that, and instead of 10x, I got 2x on my opening big lineup, but it's okay. I'll take a double up, and he actually did soar over the bump on his rushing yards, so that was that. This one went ahead and cashed Butker and Tucker. Absolutely. I told you guys about the kickers. Henry and Pacheco, both of those cashed. We did that on the live stream. And then Butker's fantasy and Derrick Henry. Henry over rushing TD ended up being the anchor after they bumped Lamar. So that was that. I pretty much scripted that game perfectly. Okay, I couldn't predict Likely going crazy like that, but I'm happy with what I did. I'm happy with the advice I gave out. I gave out projections that were pretty much rock solid. and I did the same thing tonight, and I also have them out for week 1, so make sure you are getting them. Yesterday's look just like this, guys. If you could see, Lamar Jackson rush yards highlighted, so you know this is the one to attack on PrizePicks. Pacheco receptions at 3. His line was 2.5. Unfortunately, he hooked, but he had a chance. Mr. Rice, 72 receiving yards. Cash that, he soared. Mahomes fantasy at 22. Butker at 8.5 fantasy was the line. 8.7, we attacked it, cash. Lamar Jackson's fantasy at 22.1, cash. And Justin Tucker, cash. We took his field goals, not his fantasy score. I don't even think they had a fantasy score for him. We took over 1.5 field goals made and cashed that. And I put these projections out for you. Same thing with MLB. So make sure you're getting in the mix. I'm doing it on the cheap, and I'm doing it every day. Live streams included, daily prop list. CaptainCrush.net. Scroll down to the gold package. Buy now, bang. It's run through Dub Club. They manage my stuff, so all you have to do is sign up through Dub Club. Here's the link, $24.99. Gold package gets you everything. Sign up with any of my partners, you get 30 days free. That includes DG Fantasy. All right, this will get you into the live streams, the daily props, and the projection sheets, and the Discord general chat where we make our lineups. And then on DG, if you use code CRUSH35, you'll get 35% off the season for NFL. Make sure you're using that. Links in the description, all right? So real quick, let's recap. You can do Reed and Brown over. You could take Barkley's reception yards, his reception targets, or his receiving yards, okay? We will cover this in the live stream shortly. Either one of these would be my favorite. Reed straight up, his receiving yards. It was Christian Watson, but they bumped him by like 5 yards. I got him at 37.5. He's now 42, so I'll pivot to Reed. Hopefully he gets it done. These would be my favorite. I also like Jordan Love, and obviously Jalen Hurts is always in play. I just don't know what I want to take yet. I'll hammer it out in the live stream. Folks, I'm sorry the video is late, but listen, it's quality. Quality over quantity. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. Hope to see you in the live stream. And if we don't go yarn, we always got next week, baby. Video tomorrow covering the main football slate for week 1. Let's get this bread. Let's get this coin. And as always, let's crush.